Hey, welcome back to my pizza vlog. Trying to get my eyes on the camera here. I got a batch of dough on the table that I'm about to cut. This is our last bag of flour for the week. Today's Sunday, and I am up here I'm at work, the D'Alessandro's Pizza Nexton store, making a batch of flour. Then I have to do some other random things. I have to take my daughter to camp about an hour away. So we're opening at 2 o'clock today. Kind of strange day up here, opening at 2, but I think it'll be fine. Our normal opening cook was not able to work today for Sunday, our normal opening Sunday cook. So that's why we're opening late. Because I have to take my daughter to camp. And so yeah, so our last bag of flour for the week. I'm pretty happy we made it to the last bag. That's always kind of my goal. I like to have one extra bag so that tomorrow morning, if our truck doesn't show up on time, I have a bag to make another batch tomorrow morning. But it's a good thing to also run out of flour on Sunday, because that means we used up the maximum. So although one bag did go up to the front for the pizza makers for when they stretch the pizzas. They put the dough in the flour, and then they stretch the pizzas. So one bag went up there for that flour. So about 9 bags of flour this week. So far, sales are pretty solid. I'm pretty happy with them. But hopefully we can cap it off with a good Sunday, and I'll be really happy. All right, well, I'll see you tomorrow to report back completely with our sales for the week. All right, today is now Monday, and yesterday I made that last bag of flour into a batch of pizza dough, and it was good. I was actually it was kind of weird yesterday. I had to run and take my daughter up to camp about an hour away, and then by the time I got back, they were already using that batch of the large dough that I had made. It got busy yesterday afternoon, and I'm kind of upset we didn't open at 11, because our sales were just under last week's sales. We did 18,382 this week in net sales, which is pretty solid. Pretty solid. I still want to do more business, but that's decent. And if we had opened at 11, we probably would have done another, I don't know, $300 to $500 in sales, and it would have been pretty nice. But that was good. Our labor was low yesterday, since we didn't have to pay anybody to be there until 2. Takeout for last week, we did about 32.7% in takeout. It's call-in and online ordering and walk-in. Delivery it's delivery by DoorDash, 4.75%. Dine-in, 18.2%. We don't really do a ton of dine-in. It's just never been our thing, even downtown. And third party, we did 44%. That's DoorDash, Grubhub, Uber Eats, and EasyCater. 44% of our business, which is a lot, pretty significant amount of business. But I did turn DoorDash off on Friday night from 6 to 8:45. Why did I do that? Because it overwhelms our kitchen, and it's not worth having upset customers that are dining in or picking up a takeout order to have the DoorDash drivers in there, the Uber Eats drivers in there, and all that extra business. It's just not worth it, really, to get it. It's worth it every other night of the week, but when it overwhelms the kitchen, it just makes it really bad, and we start losing focus. I'd rather make a little less pizza and make them better. Make better pizza, less pizza, and make it better, than just try to pump pizza out. So I don't mind turning off the DoorDash and the Uber Eats. Labor was under 18%, high 17% last week, which I'll take that. Should still be 10 to 15%, considering we don't have delivery drivers sitting around.
we need to get that number down still, but that's more a function of sales. The higher we get sales, the lower the labor is going to get. And one thing I did want to look at, how much online business do we do? So online takeout, I guess we'd have to say our online business is really the third party of 44%, and then online takeout would end up being 30, so maybe less than 5% in the online takeout. So about half our business is coming from online ordering, which is pretty significant. When we opened our downtown store many years ago, 18 years ago, we only took phone and walk-in. There wasn't. I don't even think there was email back then. Maybe there was. There was email, but not people ordering through email. So how many pizzas did we sell last week? 16-inch pizzas we sold 371. It's up. 12-inch 161, down a little. 10-inch pizzas 237, and pan pizzas 52. So we sold less pans. Overall, 821 pizzas, which is 21 more than the prior week, which makes sense because we ran out of flour. But we also, I'm not adding the lunch combos. We have lunch combos, and I'm not including those pizzas in these sales, which are, those are small pizzas usually. And we also do slices, and the slices aren't included in these sales either. But we don't sell a ton of slices. We sell a decent amount, but nothing that's going to really change anything. We're busiest midday and dinner. We're tied again, about 215 midday, 216 dinner. Lunch, 142 orders. That's number of orders. 215 midday orders, 216 dinner orders. Late dinner, 56, so a little bit later. 11 people ate later this week. 630 total orders, so we actually had less total orders than prior week with the same sales. So that means we had a higher higher customer price per order. And I also I'm starting to track the mozzarella price. I've always tracked these prices, but I'm going to add them to my spreadsheet here. Mozzarella, $2.66 per pound. Pepperoni, $4.92 per pound. Flour, $24.91 per case, a 25-pound case. And then ground tomatoes for our sauce, $34.85 for a case. So the ground tomatoes were like they were like $20 when we first opened, and until the pandemic, really, prices really shot up during the pandemic. Ground tomatoes didn't really change price until the pandemic, and now they're up almost double. And also flour is up. Flour's up probably $5, $6 since the pandemic. The mozzarella price hasn't been too bad. It actually came down, and now it's back up. It was down to about $2.25. Now it's up to $2.66, which it's something we just got to deal with. Sometimes it's lower, sometimes it's higher, and I don't know exactly why it went back up, but maybe I can find out. So I also was thinking I can add to this report any reviews that we get, and I kind of almost would have bet on it, but we got a review yesterday because we were not open at 11, and guess what? Somebody came at 11 and nobody was there, and they left us a 1-star review. I probably could have bet on that, and I'm guilty of not updating our Google hours, but I just figured, did I have to update the Google hours for a 3-hour delay? It's just kind of ridiculous that people will leave a 1-star review because we weren't there at 11 and it didn't match up with our Google hours. But I'm gonna reply to the review and say I'm sorry, but sometimes life gets in the way, or we just didn't have anybody to work, so we had to come up with we had to open it too. everybody else seemed happy. We were very busy the rest of the day. Once we opened, we were nice and busy. So that's what I'd like to see. Well, that's that for my pizza report for the week. I hope you enjoyed my analysis of how our week went. This week I have to do payroll today or tomorrow, and we're going to be working on the oven. The oven needs a little maintenance. The door is our oven door. Well, I'll show you a video on it. It's on chains, and the chain came off the one door, and so it just needs maintenance. Which we're going to do that tomorrow morning, and then the rest of the week should be pretty straightforward. We'll see how it goes. Thanks for watching, and keep it cheesy. Bye bye.